Where do you think they go next, actually, on this? Kiro. There's something formidable about this.
Spread your wings, Kiro.
It's Batman right there.
Yeah.
He's doing the bat section on this.
He looks really cool.
Kiro.
There's
something formidable about this.
Spread your wings, Anyways, we have the PL,
right
the
there.
Luna, Banji. They really don't want to play against this. G has been insane on that hero. And on the other side we have Ascension and Earth Spirit fans. However, they already picked up insane on that hero. And on the other side we have Ascension. We expect this Tiny to be offlane on Team Spirit again, so we're gonna need some mid and carry Team Spirit. Probably we're gonna carry the next one. We'll see though.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right now.
With Viper there, they can get a mid as well, like, they don't really have to show their hand on their carry, but...
Dire team
Yeah,
pick.
go.
Faceless Void.
Holy Void! Well, the COM18ANJI has been banning it for versus Team Spirit the last, or at least one of the games. They understand the strength. Illidan is a decent Faceless Void. The Razor, one of his favorite heroes, has been banned already. PL2s. Void is alright here. The problem with Void versus Elder Titan is Elder Titan can always interrupt.
But there's kind of a flip argument of the combos back and forth, right? You got the Elder Titan interrupt, the hero with his macro part in the middle of the Faceless.
Yeah, it's really good. They already have enough damage. Hero in the cross.
I like the Abaddon though.
Well, interesting.
10 seconds.
I mean, it's good in a lot of ways, right? You can get the slows off you with the Aphotic Shield.
5 seconds
also,
remaining.
you're a horrible target to Chrono.
Yeah, definitely. All the targets you want ever, and
But I got a solution. You could do a level 5 Dagon, right? Tap him super low. And
just one zap and that's it.
There you
always feels bad when you're ult.
there you go.
When you just die.
The good old last hit stick.
Yeah. Well,
They banned out Luna.
Huh?
They banned out Luna.
10
They
seconds
banned out
remaining.
They are paranoid that COM18ANJI wanted that Luna again.
That one
5
would have been good
seconds
this
remaining.
game. Like, you have a strong lane with Witch Doctor and Elder
Dire
Titan,
team
so Tusk and Tiny couldn't. Oh, and the Brood ban. Alright.
Alright, both teams kind of like, you ain't doing your signatures.
Viper. I had one Brood player in my ex team that actually hated playing against Viper. I could never understand it because Viper really does suffer hard. His point was like the spiders
remaining.
get slowed and you can't really kill him, but
5
Viper
seconds
is
remaining.
not really a hero to play against Brood. However, Abaddon is. I think we saw it recently on one of these tournaments where Male that played Brood.
Yes, I think that's right.
So you're not gonna stop the Brood from farming, but yeah, she won't be really dominating that lane, and that's what she wants. Really playing Brood.
Well, looking at this now, final picks, where do they want to go? The Viper is probably mid, but you can flex him anyway.
Yeah, you can move that Viper anywhere, but this Brood ban kind of both gives it away. That's where they wanna.
Do you think does Team Spirit go for the Luna again, or is it been
banned?
Oh, it's banned out. Yeah, they banned out on the last phase. I was about to say, I was like, surely this they're probably guarded by that because it's like so far it's worked well for them.
Luna would have been all right.
How about the Leshrac as an alternative against it? You'd like to see the Leshrac? My worry would be the Viper could just tank most of the damage up because Madras is
built food to about the shack. It's all right.
Right
Void, I suppose.
Out of Devourer?
That would be. Again, you have Viper mid. They banned out the Razor, so they need something that's all right versus Viper.
Death Prophet. I don't know about DP. Like it's not bad, especially in combo
Radiant
with Chrono.
team pick.
And there we go.
We got it.
We got the first.
We got a gyrocopter.
There we go. He's been waiting for this.
I've been waiting all this time. I got it out.
Finally.
Finally, at least. We've just been going back to the hotel and I've just been getting drunk going, I really wish that they'd pick a gyrocopter
5
today.
seconds remaining.
Finally, the man gets his chance.
Now just gotta wait for an axe.
Oh, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, there's no way. Let's see what they get.
Oh, they get.
Now
I'm gonna go for the
select
Queen
your
of Pain,
heroes.
the Filthy Faceless Void Quap combo. It's a nice one.
It's a nice one. Well, they have some burst for this gyro now, I suppose. They can't deal with him, but it's alright.
Bad, but it's
not-
not.
yeah.
It's not out of the park. It's not gonna like
Yeah.
solidify your lineup so much. The gyro is nullified.
They can't really catch her on mid, but they don't truly have to. Like, this Viper should be fine. However, Queen of Pain plus Beaver, however you want to call him,
Viper, I like Viper.
they can actually kill Viper. If he gets out of position, he gets blocked by shards. So the mid lane is looking fine for them.
You know, I can't have this perspective on how
10 seconds
how Faceless
remaining.
Void and Quap work together. Maybe the backstory of Queen of Pain should be
5
she's a
seconds
very terrible
remaining.
singer,
Right?
and that no one wants to listen to her. But Faceless Void is a hero because what he does is he traps them in time that he must listen to. So it's like he's secretly after her heart. Like, I will hold them here and you can sing, and then you Sonic Wave and that's you singing to them.
That's the romance.
There you go. Like, you know, because everyone's like Naga, like, oh man, Naga's so wonderful singing that she could put us to sleep. And then Quap's like, every time I sing to someone, they die. Yeah, you never thought of it that way, man.
Feel so dry a bit, right?
Everyone just hears more.
I'm
like,
just gonna shut the TV. You're gonna need it. I'm gonna cry my soul out.
we need a violin. Well, into the game we go. Game number 3 has been reached between.
It's gonna win. What do you think?
You know, Team Spirit versus COM18ANJI. COM18ANJI, they got the gyrocopter. It's CIS, not NA. CIS Dota, and is a gyrocopter. So, do I need to say more?
Yep. ELTV has been playing gyro a lot and is known for it. Played it in Navi a lot. Happens here. He played it in Team Spirit too, actually.
Like, this has been so far, these qualifiers, no one's touched it. And like I said, it's weird because every other thing I've cast in CIS recently, everyone is picking it.
I guess it just fell out of favor for some reason that's unknown to me.
I think we had like, there's a huge qualifier where it was whatever team picked Gyro or Omni Knight won the game. Like, 100% rate.
I think it was, you know what? Like, there was DAC and like, people just got amazed by some other heroes, I suppose. Picking them.
Well, I mean, the smokes are coming out again, and this time, once again, Team Spirit, they are going to stay stacked and walk to the high areas of the map where they might walk into the gyro, but ILTW, he's doing a similar thing. He's just going to linger in the tree line.
He's just gonna hide. Well, I've seen him do some crazy stuff before. Maybe he does, but he's well aware. He's hiding.
Past him.
Hiding, but the same thing is happening. Look, a ward mid, ward to block the safe lane easy. And I suppose the same is gonna happen on the other side. However, this
30
time,
seconds to battle.
this ward should be spotted.
Yeah, I think it was.
FNG is a bit late. Mid, I mean, a bit late because there's already a ward on the other side.
Oh, that one, yeah.
So I don't know. You see how he warded?
Yep.
That should have been.
Should have been spotted, but I think they're pinging, like, I'm not sure they're just... There was a ping coming out from Witch Doctor as if he saw something.
They stopped ward, as you said.
Nope, N-O-O-P.
That means if Immersion gets chased by a support, then Void's further away to actually try and turn that into a kill.
And we actually have a double lane mid this time.
Ah, yes.
FNG versus Nyx. FNG. Sorry.
Yeah, you have to say that much quicker. FNG.
FNG.
GFNG just doesn't sound right.
Yeah. G and FNG. G and FNG, alright?
Well, meanwhile, Fiver's going to sit top with DK Phobos, but I don't think like you won't have the same impact you had as a target previously in this type of lane. It's a Witch Doctor.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not only a Witch Doctor, there's a gyro. So this guy is a pretty good winner. So
Speaking of that which, Dota does take a lot of damage to begin with, but that's to be expected with the tree. And
Beaver is just positioning.
meanwhile, speaking of positioning bot, I just like once again, it's the supports go to harass the cores. The problem is
to harass BZZ. Really successful though.
it doesn't work because as soon as it happens, you stick the aquatic on, and then he has to run away from you entirely. The difference with like Void is just praying you get a bash, whereas
FNG is taking so much damage actually, and there's a passive on him too.
that mana, and look who's moving across. Murphy's coming now. He actually doesn't have the stun, but he doesn't need it. The staple gun's too strong. First blood.
You don't expect it, but when you get the Titan buff, you get also 40% damage, get even more. So, you know, it's just so easy to catch up with boots and the body. I mean, FNG did the right thing, but BZZ just got level 2 there. You didn't expect that.
So you've got the Photic Shield, plus the Curse of Burnus. You've got to back up.
Look at the Titan stacking 3 cans at the same time in this gyro.
We were saying about this yesterday. Like this is thing. It's double value because the gyro's going to clear it, but also this is the golden. This is the pure golden zone for stacking.
Look at this now. He's going to remain here. He's going to take one camp with the spirit, then the other with the spirit,
Then let it pull down.
Then it's going to pull down and he's going to walk bottom. Mr. Hero could get like.
I think he's in trouble. Like, he's actually coming right now. There it is, 150, and look at that. Curse onto him. BZZ needs to be careful. Let's get backed up. They get people near, and meanwhile, in the mid lane, there is a jump into Nick. The haste was there. And actually, Tiny dies in the top as well. The Maledict taking him out. Meanwhile, Illidan, they actually... I mean, the lane we expected to kill it.
Yeah, right? Happened. I mean, we predicted this, right? When Tuskar comes in, if eye shards happen, like things.
And the top, obviously, we're saying Tiny because he's got so much HP. The Maledict gets even more value.
Yeah, and Gyrocopter just to show you. Merchant is kind of doing it wrong though here when he's stacking. He waits for the spirit. He needs to go to the lane, so that he has the damage immediately when he's there.
Exactly, you get the max value.
And
Maybe
here we go.
FNG. There we go, FNG. Staple gun onto him. One punch.
Good blocked.
BZZ, man. He's just trying to help. He's like, just take the Aphotic Shield and go. FNG, I think, no. The buff runs out.
Fine, I think.
This is just awkward. It's not working out at all for them. It just feels like the void creates this kind of like dead zone.
Yeah, and you just can't pass. The thing is, it doesn't have to work. At least he's making these stacks. However, there's one bad thing. Like, I like this, what he's doing, but at the same time I don't, because every 20 seconds he's useless. He's just stacking, and he just comes in, hits you a few times, then goes away. Instead of pressuring the whole time, BZZ already has no lesion.
I thought I was actually going to make a move on that. BZZ stands his ground, but it's not going to work. He needs to get out, but no easy way out. Aphotic Shield goes to TP. FNG's fine to stand in for the bash. BZZ dies is off, 2 kills, and suddenly Viper. Well, I've won the off lane, I've won the mid lane. I'm the one to say
You know what? Like, he's not even debating only us now, he's debating his own teammates into dying.
It's rough. I like the rate of going. Yeah. I mean, this is the thing about all the time. You have to play with confidence. You have to be able to be going into your enemy all the time.
You know what? This thing, when you're stacking, getting damage, it works in pubs.
Yep.
It should not work in any
It can work in pro games.
It can work.
It's
yeah,
situational.
Jakiro survived twice with almost, it was very clutch. But it doesn't matter if you are killing him when he's zoning your offlaner all the time.
It doesn't work against these heroes because the slows just on FNG. Yeah, this is Ice Bar. They might go for this. The Liquid Fire, the Pure Breath, the Avalanche, LTW trying to stand strong, but it won't be enough. He does drop, and the power of Jakiro. Level 4 is like, not critic mass, I think 5 is even better. Like, Dual Breath level 2 is insane.
He just needed Witch Doctor next to him. Witch Doctor is pulling, and yeah, you're doing a single pull. You're gonna...
Oh, Elton's come up here now, so no stacks up here. Maybe you can find something though. He's out there ready, so FNG scouted that though. He scouted that, so they know they're here. And look at Tiny just back straight up. He's like, nope, I'll get a tree. They come close to tower, we're good to go. And meanwhile, on the bot lane, Boyd moves the farm. He will be heading towards the Battle Fury, and he's doing pretty well in terms of network.
Twister is running up top.
They want to fight. Avalanche comes out the top, and Witch Doctor's down. Quick kill, and now you need to be very careful. LTW could easily get caught out. Look at the movement back straight away. He's not going to risk it.
I don't know if the stacks that he's making are actually going to hurt Dota.
Their only consolation prize right now is G did get forced to go back to base, so Nyx has got a little bit of space, but I don't feel like Viper does much with this with sudden influx of gold, right? Like if he gets item 2-3 minutes earlier. He's not that type of hero that suddenly has a giant impact like a temporal attack.
Yes, it's Gyro that could benefit from it. He doesn't.
Gyro is
poor. Yeah,
he's so poor.
You know what I noticed? This is the 3rd game in a row in which they're
11. Staple guns might work here. One more punch. Oh, the chrono.
Well, that's a win.
Yep.
So,
actually, he can still get it. If he Spirit's coming off cooldown. Okay, he doesn't want to chase.
But on top, you have a toss and...
Yeah, right. They're running this Sonic Wave. Oh, the Fairy Fire. But he should still take down the Fire Rockets there. G now looking for a second kill with Misha trying to cover right now. Avalanche holding place there. Nice shot again. Double kill for G. And yeah, it looked like Nyx might have made it out, even with the Sonic Wave, but right clicks, man.
It just feels that they're not...
out. And I mean, if Misha was there sooner, maybe a double kill.
And that's what I'm talking about. These supports, they really should be on point in the position a bit earlier. Even when, if your gyro is taking the stacks, he's gonna be low because he's under farmed, he can't take them fast enough. You need to be there with supports to protect him. You can't just let him die after taking those stacks.
I mean, you want the XP as well. I know he's low level, but like seriously, these supports would benefit from more levels out of time, and Witch Doctor do a lot with those early points.
They definitely need their assist. Well, Elder Titan not as much as Witch Doctor, but Witch Doctor definitely needs his 6.
Yeah, he's still short, still level 5. And, meanwhile, Viva, he's lurking around the mid lane. Speaking of people who need level 6, the Merchant is here. He did just get it. Tiny might want to get a kill here. And he's actually going for the Shadow Blade. He's pretty close right now. He debated whether this is the right choice when they done last game. I think this time around...
it looks better.
Especially seeing worst case scenario in late game, it's still worth having a Silver Edge just to divide from the amazing Chrono. He gave Bobo, stays alive, and Illidan. There's the Macropie going on, emerging a little bit of trouble. That's Bob holding up the gyro. He will dial. He needs to retreat those attacks. Time might come out, but Emergent, he gets killed off. Bar time is finally triggered, but BZZ, he needs to run faster. This the Bodic Shield will protect you a little bit. Illidan decides not to die because he still have Maledict on him. But now they'll just take the tier 1. A fantastic fight as the Tiny escapes on about 50 HP there.
Talking about chrono damage, man, that Jakiro was right there in spot just as the chrono ended.
Yeah.
To be fair, but
if he'd been there, would have been gone.
Yeah, if he was there a bit earlier, the Macropire would have done a bit more damage, but still, the Ice Path was there to follow up.
Fantastic Ice Path, like the timing was right at the end of perfect.
They really destroyed it.
And now they're just pushing the bot tower as well. Meanwhile, how is Illidan looking, getting pretty close to this Battle Fury now?
You have this dude, you have this carry that's going to actually farm up and be late game, so if your Tiny goes for Shadow Blade and gets or doesn't get any pickups, you still have insurance policy in this void, right? He's gonna do a lot later on anyhow.
You can't even really trap him. Like, what are you gonna do? Try and stomp him? He'll just time walk away. And actually, he will get this down. Nice Bob coming out. Abaddon trying to force him away so he does retreat from there. He's a liquid fire going out. They're actually going to root FNG in place. It looks like final to get the tower. FNG can they TP out? No! Just short.
It's fine. They got the tower. They gave away the 5 for it. They don't really.
Right now, what is the gyro? What's his catch up? I mean, look at the treads. Like, still. I thought he would have at least had that by now. I think this is the saddest game I've ever seen for a gyrocopter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And you had those stacks, by the way, that we talked about so much.
It was so great. If the enemy team hadn't took kills. G does get one in return.
Well, this is great. This is what I was talking about. These supports, they need to be there on time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The damage coming out from that Maledict was insane.
It is. It's the point of this hero. Like, you need to sit behind your core so that when they go, you react. It's the same with Elder Titan. You cannot be somewhere pulling a small camp while the 2 supports are missing and your carry can die. I honestly believe Gyro's fault. It's not Gyro's fault that he's this underfarmed. It's his supports that should have taken care of their carry a bit more.
And I feel like in this scenario, right, it's not even a case of that had to be as bad as Viper Spirit. It just felt like they were so desperate to kill the Viper. Speaking of desperate to kill things off, he's moving to Merkin's a bit bold. Viper wants to move away. There is a TP response next. He wants to target. But it's like...
Void wants to target. He's coming in. He has Chrono.
Can they make it work? They've got the Macropie in 35 seconds. How does he deny? Ice Path to try and blindly find someone. I was going to say, like, going back to that, the amount they forced onto the Viper, and they still couldn't kill him, right? Yeah. And it's like, if they just held the snowball, there isn't a turnaround like that. The death ward isn't there. The damage doesn't take out the time.
They had ways of cancelling it. They were just a little bit more efficient.
Radiant's bottom tower
oh, jeez, here, but there is a sentry, so they do see him.
They make it a little bit. I think they should have maybe tried to cast first.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they just have super hard for them. Kuno can do whatever she wants. The same goes for Ray.
And PCZ just pushes. Like right now, he's just in the bot lane. He just took the tower. He's obviously got his helmet dominator with the catapult. Someone's finally coming down to notice that this man exists. And Tusk is on the way with G as well.
Yep. But this Tusk here can prevent him from porting out. So the Queen of Pain is just baiting him.
Yeah. The last 15 seconds, and now PCZ, he realized what's up. It was actually a trap. The ice shards come out. He's got the Apollo shield up for some time, but what can you really do? He knows he's going to be forced to his ult, and there it is. It comes out. PCZ trying to right click. Snowball, Valentine, ready to stun him up and make sure no escape. Poncho pops and he dies. Poor heroes for it, but worth it because actually Abaddon is the most valuable hero on the side of COM18ANJI right now.
On top they see Void, but they can't really do it.
What can you do? Like we just saying about this whole weak initiation. You know, you can maybe try and force the cask first, but
you know what? What's been good is that G has been feeling really confident and he's been blinking in, and that's the only reason why he died 2 times. He has 8 kills to his name. Really good.
Snowball in. They actually see immersion. He's going anywhere else. The wall's fine. The ice shards will go for the sleep. They'll just dodge it out, and G can actually easily finish off the kill. The final through. Sonic Wave as well to make sure. He want to target. He'll demand it. On the dead wall. They just want to kill the he doesn't have the snowball, so he will die. But you, it's a kill. Right? It's not huge cooldowns, but they were really hoping for a little bit more. I think they had their eyes set on G. They want some sort of... Speaking of G, the Vibe Strike comes down and just TP out. Worth it for an arcane room.
Yeah, these supports have done really well to come back after that. I said a little slow start, but they're doing really well now. They're saving their cores and they're doing the kills. At least even if this Elder Titan dies on mid, they still come back and they kill this host. So that's something for them. They're doing fine. They were not able to respond to the aggression before, but yeah.
Beacon of aggression. Maybe a little bit deep. The avalanche comes out. There's going to be a toss. Hold him in place because he couldn't get anyone close enough. And there's a snowball through. The ice shards are going to follow. And PCZ once again caught out in a precarious scenario. The ice path goes down. The controls there, but Nick's the reinforcement. He'll stand a man fight now. The Apollo shield. They toss him away. They don't even want him anymore. DK Forward does get the invis off. FNG will be left to his fate though. The path comes in. The man that hits on him, and he is as good as dead. And they will just get everyone the hell out of there who is remaining. Wait, no, Tusk is still hanging around. In the meanwhile, Gyro down the top lane to G. Fiverr though, this is space created for him. He's kind of happy with this. He's making ice shards. Oh no, he's still gone. No escape for him at all. Space though, because at the same time, G did get that kill top and he is pushing the tower.
Oh yeah, they did get the gyrocopter, but that gyro is already kind of going.
Dire's structures
are worth a lot more to
Radiant structures
to COM18ANJI, I think, than this gyro was.
Sure. I mean, G, I thought maybe he actually continued to push the tower. He got up to about half HP.
And he definitely could have. He could have. Like, why not? I mean, there's no way they catch him. So.
He's going to finally go back. I think he's just like trying to be greedy, get as much gold out of the map as he can because he almost has that orchid. He's getting pretty close to it now. He did go for the veil first, which was seeming a bit greedy at first, but his timings are pretty solid.
You know what they could get? They could get a troll or... Gonna take, yeah, they get the troll.
There it
Finally,
is.
some catch.
Let's get, and not to mention the extra push power with Curse of Avernus from the skeletons.
Yep.
You know what? Why don't people just build Necronomicon on it? Go full push, right? The Solar Crest is nice, but push, man.
Yeah, but you're gonna push either way, I suppose. Dom gives you so much. And that course could be built. It's fine.
His little creature already there, but there's power to Kiro.
Save the troll!
You only just got killed, and there it is. Oh, it's doing this away, man. FNG, like Macro, really want to kill it. It'll finally go on, and now the jump is to get forward there. He got baited. BZZ! He thought he'd get an easy dragon kill and protect his creeps, but instead he will lose his life. This is not going to hit in time. Yes, it will. BZZ!
He might live.
Immersion saves the day, and a BZZ will live.
I talked poorly about these supports before, but they're doing really well now. They're saving their teammates.
They heard you, man.
Yeah, they heard me. They got angry. They're gonna like.
We're gonna prove Blizzard wrong. Fiverr missed the opportunity here. Oh no, the sleep. And now the Action Priest's revenge will be mine. The corner's coming in. We'll take a lot down, but you've already seen a kill return already. BZD does not have far coming another 20 seconds. Being very brave. Nice split out. This Sonic Wave coming in. The Chrono is huge. They get multiple kills. but it's only going to be defended. BTC, he fights on FNG. Illidan standing his ground. BTC does not have borrowed time for another 8 seconds, but Illidan doesn't realize it because the time dilation actually increased it. The size comes out. They need to kill him in 1 second. Killing borrowed time doesn't come out. G chasing for more. He wants immersion. He wants a team wipe. Team wipe. Can he get it? No. Just TPing out. No one able to get across in time. Illidan still has time walking cooldown, but you still get 4 heroes, and all it costs you is your support.
Talking about caster curse, man, I was just about to say so many good things about this sports.
You're about to praise them.
I mean, it's still alright. They're in a bad spot. I understand what happened there, but
That
perfect chrono. They really outplayed in that fight.
The amazing part is that there was, you could tell a tiny moment when COM18ANJI realized what they'd just done, because the Sonic Wave came before the chrono we could draw, right? And at that point they were like, guys, we're a little bit stacked here.
They realized how doomed they were at that moment.
You okay for them? Well, it looks like Gyro's going straight for that BKB, no surprise. But okay, good plan.
It's great. It's really, but it doesn't seem to
Yeah, and the Sonic Wave and Death Ward. FNG taking one damage here. Nick's going for the Viper Strike. G doesn't even want to hang around hell. Sacrifice is like, I will die, but I will fight.
Gyro, they slipped into the pit. Are they gonna?
It's going to be so slow though. They're going to realize in a moment.
They don't realize it yet though.
They got the tower. It's too far. Think it's coming out now.
There we go.
There we go. Sigil's going to go in. They want to make a move, but it's got to be quick here.
Gyro is probably going to try and snatch this.
You have to. The task is hit down. And now G needs to get the hell out before it becomes a problem for him as well. But the home missile chasing the Maledicts on him, and this damage is going to be truly phenomenally felt. We'll go to it's not going to be their time. He's stunned up for too long. They even used the Hurstler to make sure he does not get away alive.
Every game we casted in the last two days, right? We've had some tasks trying to steal the Aegis.
What is it with these guys and their Roche attempts, right?
I mean, yeah, you're gonna go for it, but it's not only that the task dies, it's the Queen of Pain that gets baited in.
Yeah.
You know, she wants to do something around, maybe help her task out, maybe get a kill. Always ends the same. They
You're
will
not going
die.
to get a kill there. Like, what will happen is he'll die with the Aegis, and you'll be like, see, that was worthwhile because Tusk will be back soon, and they don't have an Aegis.
Yeah.
Like, that is the value.
That's always the value. Yeah,
It's just so greedy.
yeah, it's greedy. And if you don't get that Aegis, disaster.
What is going to be BKB next? Against this lineup,
It's good. It's good because they won't be able to
interrupt his chrono.
They won't be able to stop him from hitting the chrono, right?
Yeah.
Dire's structures are fortified.
We talked about how they lack cash. They still not really progressing in items.
Dire's top tower
Gets another tower. He doesn't actually get slept this time, but if they pursue onto this, Jakiro's way nearby, and things come out because they do have this ward down spot on that. Meanwhile, what is BZZ targeting up next? He is actually going for the Radiance. We've seen the typical Abaddon build.
I'm just wondering if there's
Dire's top
any
tower
point in
is
this
under
game
attack.
in which COM18ANJI does not even care that they don't have catch anymore. Once BZZ has Relic and Radiance, they're getting a step closer at that point.
I feel like, I don't know, I would like to send something like a Halberd on the Abaddon because it just nullifies the void. Like, you don't want to be chronoing Abaddon to begin with.
Yep.
It's not very valuable.
He could go up in your face with that halberd and use it. It might be
BZZ has been baited again. He'll use the Invis rune. I don't think Broad Detection.
They don't have.
But this is like the third or fourth time they've baited him like this. And in the top,
Third or fourth time FNG dies.
all the left NG. I mean, you know, the dragon that was but will never be.
It's alright. Dying as 5 when you're on like that, fine. I mean, in this particular game, there's no real danger to his horse, so maybe he died for wards. Yeah, he did.
They are moving with DK Phobos right now. They smoked up a while ago, and BZZ has patiently been keeping vigilant. There it is. The dust comes down from Mountain as well. The Viper Strike, he has no way to defend himself. The task just to throw out some damage. But 4 heroes come, and they slay themselves a tiny.
Retreat to my house.
I mean, it's patient. I feel like you saw BZZ going, but you never saw him reveal again.
Dire's middle
Why
tower
did you
is
split
under
up?
attack.
Could have played it a bit better as that time. Yes, he felt too secure with his shadows like that. thought he was safe.
He was safe in his own little world. Oh, only safe immersion. He's in a lot of trouble. You're not meant to go here. They throw out 2 ultimates just to kill off the Elder Titan.
Look at that. Dice shards into the Macropyre. We're going nowhere, man.
Don't forget the Sonic Wave. I'm kind of like, okay, Macropyre respect. And then I saw the Sonic Wave. I'm like, a little bit overkill.
It is an overkill, but thing is, you want to do these pickoffs and kills as fast as possible. Yeah, because there's cask, there's a lot of, well, there's not too much they can do about it, but there's a force as well on Viper, so he could even maybe survive there. So it's the right thing. It's not being easy stuff.
Hero, I shot through Misha. He's cut off. Illidan's going to move forward here. Misha's so fast. With the track still active on Illidan, the cask, he will actually dodge out any issues with it. He still has the chrono.
He really doesn't want to use his chrono there on
His team could follow him because they cut him off. They went straight behind him. But he does still have the chrono. That's the thing. If he can catch 2 of the cores, it's worthwhile. And the thing is, G is pushing
There's
in.
Smoke on mid. They are smoking up as 3. There's Byron and G.
They need to make a move because they're actually responding to G in the bot lane. So if you want to find a kill, it has to be now. And hello, Witch Doctor.
Hello. Are they
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Sure they do. They just go in, they snipe him out straight away. They've got the blink of Viper. Nisha, Walrus punch. There's the snowball through. The avalanche control dip. LTW, where are you going? He walks close for a while. Does decide to back off in the end. They could have very easily flipped onto him there.
I'm pretty certain they were deciding between going on Viper that was mid or that Witch Doctor. However, Viper had Aegis, so they decided not to and get the easier.
Not to mention, like, by the time you actually kill that Aegis, Witch Doctor's going to be there with the cast.
Exactly.
Chrono. They're committed just to the gyro. They really do not like LTW this game. Macropyre helps secure it along with Tiny with the outline. And Aegis gets reclaimed. No, his positioning. He forced up the high ground. He will stay alive, but that was overly bold. And now you have to be careful because you do not have Arcane Pipe for 15 seconds. He has got the Aphotic Shield on him. And they are going to be a little bit paranoid because, of course, 2 of their cores are melee.
It's all good. Just what we discussed, BKB on gyro at that point isn't really the thing because it's not going to win the game.
Nice bar. FNG trying a little bit annoying. Taskman bouncing. Oh, nice jump. Can actually find Misha. Then toss the tree. They'll find him. PDZ down to half HP. The bar time's going to come out in a second, but he has no easy escape from this. The ice path just locked him in place. They will wait. They will get their tools ready, and they will be ready to smash into it. Nyx is creating way too much dead zone here. DK Bobo's going for the back line. We'll look for the Abaddon. Nyx standing his ground with the vibe strike. With the snowball to stave him. Going to look to turn this around. The BKB goes out the earth to the tank. Going to chase on the Nyx. There's the cooldown. Just off the turn of fight. But now he's the man by Illidan. Pulls the BKB out of LSTW. DK Phobos is going to move away with the Shadow Blade. And that will end the fight, but that is 3 for 1.
They just baited them in so well. The BKBs were ready.
And Immersion's actually the one TP here, but she didn't give it that.
They already took away half of that tower while everything was happening on top.
Well, this is the thing about like Queen of Pain is people do not realize how much flexibility this hero has because her stat gain is so good.
Yeah, you can build her as a right click DPS. You can build her as magic damage, right? You can do whatever you want on her. She's really strong.
It's a little bit shaky. It's a 14k net worth lead now, and this has been a steady growth. You see the Immersion. Immersion does deny the tower, but now he will deny you the right to live. As the just come out, Sonic Waves actually finish off the kill in Elatine. I'm just chuckling at how tanky this Queen of Pain is.
Definitely. She feels unthreatening to me. BKB, how does she die? She really has to go super aggressive in order for her to get killed.
Insane. Absolutely insane. And now they're just getting ready top. They'll leave G-Bot because the moment you don't pay attention, you're going to lose that tower.
They have Chrono again, and they don't really need G. They use the Chrono. Their FNG is all they need. They need to follow up.
PCZ. They can follow them up, and now there's the body shield coming out with the time dilation. The fullback going in. A little bit slow.
It's not the guy that you want to go on. You want to catch this shot.
They're just really screwing with him because G is in the bot lane again. Pushing it now, they move it using tossing BDZ. They want to force the power time casually without committing too much, and there it is. The dots are too much.
This is what Magic can do for that.
And there it is. It's Chrono. LTW gets caught, and so does Witch Doctor. It's not going to come out. The BKB's already activated. Illidan's going to get it. The Macropyre creating a lot of space as well. The Earth Splitter achieves not much as FNG is not the main target here. That's a big kill, and that's a huge part of your high ground defense dead.
Again, exactly what we talked about. This BKB does have doesn't help them.
Now they're just pushing bot. They're going to get the tower easily enough. The stomp will come out, and will connect onto no one. X trying to stand his ground. He's got pretty tanky, almost 2k HP. He's gone for the Maelstrom, he's going for the BKB next, and oh no, they spotted out the smoke with the shards.
Just look at how they're playing. 2 guys on bottom, 2 on mid. Jakiro solo pushing top. It's just so hard. I think they're just gonna fall back
Dyer's
now.
top
Take the
shrine
shrines.
is under attack.
Get all the map control that they can.
They've got no easy kill anymore anyway. Like, Corp has the BKB up to 2k
I think it's
HP.
one strong one.
Yeah, you got the BKB on the void you were talking about, and on top of that, he did take health talent, so he's stupidly tanky.
This bottom team is actually...
Gee, he was on the trouble. Let's not say the snowball saves the day. BZZ gets stunned and they'll walk away. Viper's the target. Can't actually do anything here, though.
They need to chase you.
Just turn around. The avalanche. There's a damage come through. BZZ tosses him away. BKB activated on BK Phobos, but he needs to do something with it. He can't run away because the Viper Strike just slows him up. He's got the Shadow Blade. It's his only shot. Top's the only chance. The dust comes out, but yes, Top is creating so much space. They force 2 back, and now the cooldown comes up to Snowball again. Just to protect it. It does heal to them perfectly. They will get the kill to Tusk with DK Phobos. He says, "Vengeance will be mine." He goes to Misha, the avalanche, the Top. He punches in the face. One more hit will do it. Meanwhile, in the base, it looks like they're looking for more. Viper does die. The Euro to protect him in the meantime. He's got the blink away if he needs it. Just bait as long as possible. Because guess what's off cooldown in 1 second? He doesn't have the combo. The 3 times before he can go for 2. He just wants the Witch Doctor to be a little bit closer before he does. And there it is. He's going to move away. They've got to realise this is up. They have to stop stacking like this because at any moment he can turn around. He's just waiting for the gyro to show up.
He's waiting for the gyro, and Jakiro has no mana, so they decide against it. By the way, this whole time Tiny didn't die.
Exactly.
This card just created so much space for that snowball that the dust is wore off, and he was just shut away the way.
Yeah, we were watching the Tiny bot, and like he juked them out. He loses the task, but they saved the Tiny. And the more surprising part is when I saw it ping up, the Viper died. Like Viper should not be dying off this quickly, even just to the void.
I even think this whole engagement was a little bit of play from Team. Not a misplay, but unnecessary. Tiny is going to be solo pushing bottom while their team is so far away. And I mean, it's alright if your lanes are pushed in, but their lanes are not pushed in, so they couldn't really force anyone to go back there.
I think you're right. Yeah.
You know how much time they actually took to chase him, and only when they got to like in the middle of the lane was Void there hitting Braxes.
I feel like also your Queen of Pain should be just split pushing bot. Your Void should be backed up by the Tiny Top, and then Tusk is lingering somewhere in the mid lane, ready to respond to Eva with the Blink Snowball save.
As long as the lanes are close to the high ground, that's completely right. But if the lanes are not close to the high ground, they cannot afford to do that because then there's no reason for anyone to defend one side, right? And they can go 5-man onto one and just...
Or they actually aren't even interested in the Aegis. They just want to go high ground for now. Keeping this pushed in. Yeah, they have pushed out bot though.
Butterfly on the board, so it's hard.
Super hard.
I guess
the
they'll go rush. Yeah, they'll go rush.
I mean, honestly, you stick an Aegis on this Void at this point, I'm not sure what the solution is because he'd spend his life, get 1 kill, come back, and then chrono.
They just need an MKB and someone, Viper or Gyro right now. They get the Gyro has it in good fight. Viper is good for that BKB too.
It's rough. He's almost got it, but like once again, what's a BKB going to do for you against a Void?
They're not going to win the game, and that's an awful position to be in.
This is the awkward part. When you're on the defensive and your item choices are more defensive, where's the turnaround point? When does it become a good thing? When do you take kills off the back of it? Because this isn't like, if you get into a battle of attrition against this lineup, you're up against a Jakiro, a Void, and a Tiny.
It just doesn't get better, I suppose. You just have to wait and hope for the best, hope for some mistakes maybe to happen.
Well, they'll get themselves to the other shrine, and now that feeling of entrapment, that feeling of the walls closing in is getting ever more imminent for the side of COM18ANJI as they have nowhere to TP out to their base, and they are locked in. They are missing 2 of their tier 3 towers. Not going to get any easier.
Yep. There's easy on top. They go maybe grab that. And even without that easy, they can push that.
Place path. They catch on the gyro. They move across down the chrono. Again, it's worth a pass. Then he gets stunned out the Malady. The death ward, he does BKB. Now, Misha's a little bit in trouble. The time dilation. He knows he uses a lot of abilities. Misha's going to start the back. He can't finish him off. BZZ saves the day with the Infonic Shield. The mid's called just enough to scare him away. The avalanche there. He's forced the BKB and then they're moving in. Illidan doesn't care right now. He gets caught by his break up. He needs to time walk away, but he's not going to bother. He pops the Aegis. Immersion lives on next to no HP. Nick's creating a lot of space, but the BKBs ran out. The movement back is there by Illidan, but they need to be careful. DK Phobos wants to create space. Avalanche hits on the 2. Nick's the rolling in after him. The Embodic Shield will protect again. BCZ activates his ult 5 and taking a lot of damage. Will barely live, and G, he arrives. Sonic Wave Scream kills off Nick's. The movement in the back is hit on the BCZ as well. The little was and now celebrate with a gyro kill, and G secures himself a triple.
Yeah, they actually tried to save the super unit. They tried to save the bug of the gyro. Alright, because it took them so much to push, but the only reason.
Stop streaming, stop.